living in Newfoundland. This is the ferry going to pick us up.
Yeah, say bye-bye to Newfoundland.
Yep.
You're leaving
This is
Newfoundland.
it. We are within a few feet of now. We're going to depart Newfoundland. Okay. And okay, we're off Newfoundland. And so you want to put up the blinds?
Yeah.
We put up a blind thinking if Kaya couldn't see outside, she might not get upset.
So we left the Kaya in the van and she's yelling.
Calm down after that.
Yeah,
This
then we
is
have
very, very good.
that soup is good.
No, it is good. Last look at Newfoundland. And little Gray was lucky enough to park where her solar panels could see light.
We are almost there, Labrador.
We're the last one leaving the ferry.
Yeah.
We're the last one. Okay, we're
5.5 kilometers in Boulevard Dr. Camille Marcoux.
we ditched everybody.
Yep.
I feel like even travel, we're still not going with everybody's goals.
We don't make travel videos. We make videos of where we travel, which is not related. Kai is very excited to be hiking along the shores. This is the Gulf of St. Lawrence at Blanc Sablon. Blanc Sablon. Jenny's been really practicing because it kept on coming out Blanc Blanc. And so she's got it now, just in time to cross the border.
The next morning, we continued to the west on Quebec Road 138. This was the Chicoutay scenic road stretching 150 kilometers from Blanc Sablon to Old Fort, Quebec. This road isn't just about beauty, it was about resilience. Road 138 ends abruptly in Old Fort. To our left, the Gulf of St. Lawrence stretches endlessly, its waves crashing against the rocky shores where you might see whales in the distance.
As we were heading down the highway, we came across Brador Falls and decided to go for a hike to take a look at them.
Dramatic big falls. This is not all trail.
No, this isn't the one, but this is a
Holy cow. Yeah. Look at the other side. Beautiful land.
As per the old trails, we need to walk across the bridge, hike on the street a bit, then we can hike up to the top of the falls.
What do you think, Kaya? What do you think?
Here is the trail going to the falls according to all trails.
It's a 62-meter climb.
It's not 600.
No.
Okay, it's flat here.
There was a creek running through the trail, and I didn't wear hiking boots. Meanwhile, we were suddenly surrounded by hundreds of mosquitoes.
Oh, get very gooey. I think we're gonna turn around because it's just so mushy here.
Jenny wore the wrong boots.
Yeah, I didn't expect this kind of trail.
Well, we had no idea.
I was expecting a shorter, dry hike at the top. Not like this.
So we followed the highway and it ends up here and go straight down in the water. So this is a boat launch. Old Fort is a sleepy hamlet where pavement gives way to a 375-kilometer gap before picking up again in Kagaska. The locals that live in that gap refer to themselves as the Forgotten People, cut off from the rest of Quebec by this missing link. Yet there's hope on the horizon. Plans to extend the highway are in motion, promising to stitch these isolated communities to the world. For now, though, Old Fort marks the end of this leg, a quiet outpost where the road stops, but the stories don't.
On the way back, we experienced one more time of Road 138, a roller coaster of sharp inclines and sweeping curves. Every turn reveals a new vista, each more breathtaking than the last.
The edge of this highway is just littered with gorgeous scenes like this. Settlements, fjords, islands, and in the distance on the horizon, the Gulf of St. Lawrence.
This is a Labrador, wild and beautiful.
I took a close look at the tundra on this slope. Plants are holding you up off the ground a little bit. That's mostly tundra down that slope, as best as I can see. So we walk down this trail and come up to the edge of a cliff. Ah, it's not a cliff. It's not at all. I could just jump off here and run down. Kaya's had lots of opportunity to practice learning how to hunt in tundra since last summer when we were up in the Yukon. She's way off the ground. Oops! Oh, there she was sinking. Yeah, she's hunting. Oh, we've lost her. Kaya? Yeah, thank you. Oh, look at that, walking on the trees. Oh, the things you learn, eh, on a road trip? This is a really deep tundra. Madam there is just pacing back and forth and back and forth. She's quite comfortable on it. She doesn't sink all the way like I do. We had fun at the 4-2 rest stop. a great view, and we enjoyed the tundra very much. Then we moved to Point Amour, located on the southeast side of Fortune Bay, near the small town Blanc Amour. We stayed at Point Amour for the night. The next day we visited Point Amour Lighthouse, the tallest lighthouse in Newfoundland and Labrador, and the second tallest in Canada.
Like here you'll read about the walls. They're actually 6.5 feet thick at the base here, and they taper up to be about 4 feet at the top. Just to withstand the winds and the weather that we get, 200 kilometers per hour. They can get. We don't see a lot, but we get pretty close to it. So watch your step on the way up. Take your time. Kind of makes you want to take 2 steps. Just try not to do that.
Low hat. Here.
I never knew it was so complicated. There's layers here.
Yeah.
I need maybe 4,000.
The tide is in right now, but it actually goes in quite a lot.
Oh, that? No, I think. Oh, I thought they were referring to the footings out
The
here.
foundation there is a foghorn building.
Oh.
So it had a steam system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's little rocks.
Oh,
in the
those
water.
rocks, yeah.
Yeah, and it goes out quite a lot.
Wow.
So they're fossils, yeah.
All the rocks are the fossils that
Yes.
I read about? Oh, very cool.
So they're archaeocyanidins.
Does this lighthouse actually serve
Yes.
ships out there?
Yeah, so it's actually fully functional.
But it's not, they're not all turned on.
It is turned on.
What is
It doesn't
only
seem-
one light on?
Yeah, there's only one light, the rest are spares.
Oh,
So there's only one on at a time, right? And
Okay.
they last about a year each.
okay.
So when it blows out, there's a little mercury switch next to it. And that'll cool down,
Uh-huh.
and it'll bring the mercury
Oh,
to the other side.
it changes its own light bulb.
Yeah, and it does.
Oh,
And there's a
neat.
little motor that'll just set the next
Wow.
one up. So fully automatics, that was
Wow.
it was a big thing, in the 60s.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem very bright, but on a clear night, you can actually see it all the way to Newfoundland.
Yeah, we saw it from over there
Yeah, right.
yesterday. And that was during the day.
Yes.
But if I'm standing in front of it,
Oh, there's no ships out there today. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
So this-
lens does a lot.
so this is turning off and on at a certain frequency.
Yes.
So a ship out there will know that this is this light.
Yeah, especially back, the 60s.
Yeah.
They would have known it was 16 seconds on,
Oh.
and then it was 4 seconds it was off.
They'll time it, look it up in the book and say,
Yeah.
right.
And backwards is better.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to try forwards. No,
I've never done ones.
Really?
I don't know how she did it.
Okay, so just for reference, there's the lighthouse. And there, I pointed to Jenny and said, look, there's a ship out there. And she said, where? And I said, in the fog. Well, we're at a lighthouse, so this all makes sense. We moved on from the lighthouse at Blanc Amour towards Red Bay. This section of the Trans-Labrador Highway from Blanc Amour toward Red Bay is breathtakingly beautiful, offering a raw, untamed coastline landscape that feels like the edge of the world. What awaited us in Red Bay was entirely unexpected. While Red Bay is rich in whaling history and offered more to the tourist than some of the other villages we'd visited, the last thing we expected was a cruise ship. There were zodiacs shuttling people back and forth from the ship to the shore.
We stopped at the Red Bay, and suddenly there's so many people here because the cruise ship.
Yeah, it's just a very nice fishing village, absolutely crowded with tourists.
I'm just wondering why this one's closed. The water taxi to the Saddle Island.
No, that's what's behind it.
I know, but
The
it's
building's closed.
that's the island over there. You take a water taxi over there, and they have a walking trail over there.
So this is a 400-year whaling boat, what's left of it, which is most of it. And it clearly demonstrates how it's built. There's lots of, like it's pieced back together, so there's all sorts of metal bits being used to keep it together so it won't fall apart. That is pretty neat.
Oh, the cruise ship's leaving.
After we saw cruise ship left the Red Bay, we left too. We continued on Trans-Labrador Highway to St. Mary's.
We are on the Waterfalls trail, hiking trail in St. Mary's, Labrador. So here we have the falls, the Whitewater Falls. However, I'm not sure where it happens, but they divert a bunch of it into a hydroelectric plant. And I believe it's further up there that they divert it. The next morning, we were back on the Trans-Labrador Highway, number 510, and we decided to turn right onto Route 513 to visit St. Louis, formerly called Fox Harbor. Route 513 was an unpaved gravel road of 36 kilometers in length. For a gravel road, it was in excellent shape. We noticed all of the roads meeting the Trans-Labrador Highway were unpaved.
So here is the St. Louis. We arrived, and Kai is excited.
Very excited. So I am here at the end of a peninsula within the city of St. Louis, Labrador. So there's most of the town over there. And we saw a general store and a hardware store. But here is something, and I have to mention that we are very, very, very close to the beginning of August. What is that? Now it did say Iceberg Alley, so I shouldn't be surprised, but we hadn't seen icebergs down in Newfoundland for a long time. I kept an eye on the website, and they did say there was a few here and there, but compared to when they left Greenland, they are very, very tiny. But there's another one. I don't think it's really visible, but there's a white spot off in the fog right across, well, about center screen. And that's an iceberg. It's a bit foggy. It rained earlier today. It's not beautiful weather, and the bugs are, even though it's 15 degrees, the bugs are really aggressive. They're little tiny things, but boy, once they get on you, they bite for a long time.
Today's our day 100. I feel really bad because I just can't get it out.
The bugs, they swarm around your head.
First was a bug, so right now it's a rain. It is what it is.
So Jenny noticed a garbage can out there. It's raining and there's tons of bugs, but the rain and the bugs, the rain may keep the bugs down a little bit. Oh, well, I can see them hovering around the window. So anyway, she said it was a pity to go 3,000 miles to get here, or kilometers to get here, and not actually get out of the van when she got here. So there she is looking out at the iceberg, which, does it even come out? Oh yeah, it does.
So I changed my mind. I decided to come out the van, walk to that lookout. It's raining, so I use my umbrella. Looks weird. In Newfoundland, nobody uses an umbrella. And you can see the bugs hiding under my umbrella. See, that's the walking trail, St. Louis Heritage Society. Oh, the bugs sit on my glasses. I can't even wipe them out. They're not mosquitoes. They are like fruit flies, but they bite. Now this is St. Louis. Very remote little fishing village. Okay, I got this tip point. It's not very high. So here's you can see the whole St. Louis. I mean, when you live in Ontario, there's lots of bugs too. The north.
But we kind of had not had any bugs yet this year to speak of, except one batch in Nova Scotia and one batch in Newfoundland. That was about it.
Yeah.
And then we come here, and it seems like everywhere is a bug disaster. Even though they're the tiniest little bugs, lands and bites for a long time.
Yeah, until they can't suck
Yeah,
more.
until they are absolutely puffed up with blood and can't fly anymore. Yeah. There you go. Mangrove Store Limited.
You can't even stop there. There are too many bugs.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't get out of your store. It was a little bit too big. They do know how to make a gravel road here. This is a bad version of a bad gravel road. It's got potholes and stuff, but the one coming in was...
That was really good.
Yeah, you could go highway speed on it. It's funny how the buildings are not very many of them are colored. Most of them are white. I like the painted rocks around the edge of the dock area. And this guy with a pickup truck, oh, you can't see it in the video. Pickup truck at the end of a spit that he made. He's got a nice dock at the end, but he can drive out to it. One area near the microwave tower where it seemed to be quite the huge solar farm.
Where?
It was on the way in. I don't think we can see it on the way out. But there was a huge number of solar panels up on the hill.
He always has one store, usually around the gas station has everything.
Mm-hmm.
That big lump, the blood there over there, that's because Kaya went out to pee and she got bit by those bugs. That's the problem. We can't stay in the Labrador. Port Hope Simpson, the last stop at the start of the stretch without any service, any gas.
So we're gonna gas up. There, that's
Your
the one that camped
destination, Hope
behind
Simpson.
our car.
Oh, that's the girl.
And I just realized why the tire's on top. Because they recommend you have a full spare, not a donut. And that's the only way a
You have
compact
reached
car
your
can carry it.
destination ahead, board.
Yeah, we're gonna get some groceries here too.
Oh, okay. A deck chair so big it has a staircase up to it. So Jenny is looking worse than Kaya behind her ear. The bugs love to hide there because it's warm and out of the wind. Little Gray is on the wharf at Port Hope Simpson. But look at how still the water is. It's like a sheet of glass. It's hot and well, it's humid. I don't know if it would be called hot. Maybe by local standards, but not where I come from. It's 24, I think. But it's humid. And there's a sign back there that says residents are reminded that diving from the wharf is at their own risk. And then it gives the danger, which is some piles or something. It's interesting that it's only the residents, not the tourists, that are being addressed. So, wow, that's beautiful. And that is the town of Port Hope Simpson, which is like 2 grocery stores, 2 gas stations, and a bunch of homes. Oh, but there's a hotel, which is the biggest building in the distance there. And a few other things. Oh, liquor store, of course. In fact, I found the grocery store by searching for liquor because they were the same building. It is so quiet here. I'm having to talk very softly into the camera because I'm afraid they'll hear me back in town. I mean, I'm looking across the inlet there. I can hear the boat going, and I think if someone was talking loudly to talk over the motor, I'd hear them. That's happened before. So it seems like quite a substantial wharf. I walked up to the end of a little dock here, beside the wharf. It's still spookily quiet and still. And there's that one guy loading up a boat. He was the guy driving in earlier.
This is a Port Hope Simpson. Beautiful, beautiful little town. But the most bizarre thing for me it was their grocery stores close during lunch hour.
And dinner hour.
And the dinner hour.
And breakfast hour.
We have to wait, they open after their lunch hour.
And to find it, I had to actually search for Newfoundland liquor store because they have a liquor express inside. Otherwise it sent you to the variety store up the street.
We're scared of the bugs, so we put all the screen down.
Kaya looks quite comfortable considering the horrible inflamed tummy she's got from all the bug bites.
So I guess, Kaya, Labrador is not our thing, right? It's too many bugs.
She is not anywhere related to a Labrador retriever. That's an enemy breed. So there's these decorated rocks along the side of the driveway into the hotel, which I'm at the side of. It's currently being expanded, but it was built 4 years ago. But I saw an employee come out and I asked him if we're allowed to camp here overnight, and he said he wasn't sure. So.
Oh, helicopter! Oh, the landed.
Yeah. Maybe you wanted to land where we are.
Okay, we can't park here.
Yeah. After we watched the Canadian Coast Guard helicopter landing at the back of the hotel, we realized this lot was not a good place to park for overnight. We moved to the Long Point Park beside Alexis River.
This place was so beautiful. The river was so calm. The mountains looked so vivid after the rain. We really wanted to camp here. However, there were still too many bugs that we can handle.
Eventually, we camped at the Red Roof gas station after asking for permission.
The next morning, It was a foggy day. We had early breakfast and got ready to drive to Happy Valley Goose Bay.
This morning, we are having homemade partridge berry jelly that we bought in Point Amour Lighthouse gift shop. And so breakfast is just about done and we're gonna have jam.
We filled up yesterday, we top up today.
We're ready to drive to Happy Valley Goose Bay, 404 kilometers road without gas stations and cell services.
It's really foggy. But we have to drive really careful.